Good morning everybody, it's Vapix here from Subjugated Gaming, bringing you a little bit of a different video than my normal. We have got some spoilers for the upcoming release. Now, the first cards to be released are cards to do with the White Scars, and we're getting some pretty interesting stuff. Now, the main thing that I get to reveal to you guys today is a new mechanic that has come out. This mechanic is called Streak. So let me throw up the first card here. So as you can see, this card is a 5-drop 4/5 with Frontline, with the new mechanic Streak. Now, this card itself doesn't have Streak. It has an effect when you trigger Streak on other cards, and that effect is to draw an Astartes, which is a pretty good effect. Now, in order to get Streak to work, you first have to play a troop. Any troop will do. It doesn't have to have Streak, any troop. Then every card that has Streak, after you've played that first troop, will trigger it. So you play a troop, and then whether you're playing a troop or a tactic, for the rest of that turn, if that card has Streak, it will trigger its effect, which is ingrained in its name being a streak, like a streak of cards, and you can see the little symbol there. It's got like one card overlapping on the other. So yeah, I guess it's supposed to infer a streak of cards. The second card I've got here today is this 2-drop 2/1 with Fast, and that's pretty good in and of itself with White Scars if you really want to get that damage in. If you think about it, this can really combo with the 1/3 that gives a +2 in the front, or if you're playing Quinzar, his ability to return cards to your hand and they cost 2 less with his unique card. This could be really good to get a lot of damage in if you want to trigger it. Now, this card does have Streak, and the Streak effect is to gain Sneak Attack that turn, which is really good. Now, it is until your next turn, but Sneak Attack only works during your turn, obviously. So this could be really great. If you want to play that 1/3, then you play this. It's a 5/1 with Sneak Attack and Fast, and then potentially you can send it back to your hand and make it cost 0 along with that other card. That seems like a really cool combo you could do with that. Otherwise, I do see its uses in other decks. So here's a tactic with Streak. Now, it's a 0-drop, which is interesting already, to return a friendly damage troop to your deck. Now, it is to the deck and not to your hand, but its bonus effect is that if you streak this card, which you will always be able to do since it costs 0, that card that returns to your deck costs 0, which could be really, really handy. You play something fast, you smack them in the face with it, you play this for free, it goes to your back to your deck, it costs 0. I also see this card potentially being able to combo with Warp Retreat. Instead of having to build up that extra 3 energy so you can play a card, then Warp Retreat it back to your deck, it now costs 0, and then to Warp Retreat combo, you could potentially play a card for 5 energy, 6 energy, whatever it's going to do, hit them in the face with it or a troop, use this card with Streak because it costs 0 to play, that troop goes to your deck, it now costs 0, and then you can Warp Retreat. So it could open up combos like that. Otherwise, it could be a good utility card. Now, I don't know how much this specific card will be used outside of combos because it doesn't draw you any cards, but I do see its uses in other areas. So something else I'd like to note is that these 3 cards here aren't the only cards coming to White Scars, nor are we only going to get new cards. I've talked to Everguild and they have said that they are updating the Legion in general, and so maybe some of these new streak effects will actually be added to those other cards. I don't have any details of that, but I would imagine that some of the cards might get them. Now, it's too hard to speculate on which cards might, what their effects might be and stuff like that. We'll just have to wait and see, but I am excited for the White Scars update. It's been forever, but I literally mean forever since they've been competitive. They've actually never been fully competitive on ladder, I don't believe. There's been some cool combo-y decks out there with Quinzar, and before the nerf of White Tiger, they really were quite strong, but that didn't last very long. I don't ever think they've been too top-notch. Anyways, guys, thank you for coming along. Make sure you check out the other videos that are going to be released from other content creators, along with the spoilers, and let me know in the comments what you think about these new cards and what you would like to see updated within the White Scars. Like, let me know if there's any particular cards you'd like to see with Streak and what effects you think they might have. It's really hard to speculate on what they could have, but I think it's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great afternoon, and I'll see you next time. Bye!